Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, summoners. Welcome to another pulse pounding. Hello, summoners. Welcome to
Why are
another.
you starting over? What did you do wrong?
Because
What did you do wrong?
I needed I needed more energy. That I was I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Just too mellow. Too
False
just
start
too
on the
just too
defense.
cool.
Number
Mm.
13. Okay, I
Number
permit it.
13.
Just saying.
I like see what you did there. That was anyway. Anyway.
It's just like all the times I
So
beat you in Madden.
that one time,
At one time.
that one win makes
One
up all
win.
for it.
One win to rule
Hello,
them all. Swear
hello,
we're
summoners.
professionals.
Welcome to another pulse pounding, lightning inducing, tower ascending episode. I am the impactful AztecOlmec,
That is true.
but it wouldn't be a proper episode if I did not have the Dungeon Master, Lightstar 777 with me.
You walk into a town and you see a dingy bar in the distance.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
bringing it back to our pen and paper days. You know about pen and paper RPG. Can we nerd out
I,
for a
I I
second?
rolled for initiative on that one. Just saying.
Can we nerd out for a second? I used to
Yep.
run a Rifts campaign way back in the day. That was Palladium, Rifts, and Heroes Unlimited. So, but
Yeah,
yeah, pen and paper.
we played a lot of D&D, and then we graduated to Shadowrun,
Mm,
which was like futuristic guns and magic
yeah,
tabletop.
yeah, that was Rifts. Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
okay. Oh, tabletop. Oh,
Just saying.
very cool.
Just saying.
Very cool. Anyway, well,
Hello.
honestly, those
Hello.
kinds of games kind of like, you know, brought us into Summoner's War, because all Summoner's War is an RPG at heart. You know what I mean? So
That
instead
it
of
is.
rolling dice
That
for
it is.
everything, you just have RNG helping you out, or
Help me on Jesus.
so there's no more dice. Oh, I should grab my dice. Anyway, no. Let's stay focused.
That'd
What's
be
up,
first for you.
Summoner's War people? Which
uh,
way? Oh, anyway.
Uh, so,
Anyway, yeah, we have
first and
topics we're going to
foremost,
talk about. Okay.
no. How are you doing? How you
Tradition
doing?
dictates
How you
that
doing there?
I'm doing well. It is a gorgeous 85. Um,
And the
I
traffic is
don't know.
backed up
I'm,
on
wear,
the
I'm
208,
wearing my
and we're going to go to AJ in Sky Center in 12. AJ?
Guy Center's 12. Hey, yay! Anyway, but yeah, it's gorgeous outside. I'm wearing my Brazilian flag shirt for no reason at all. Um,
Oi,
I
tudo
don't know.
bem? Tudo você?
To all of our listeners in Brazil, thank you for
Sem
listening. Everyone in
feijoada.
Germany, everyone in
Caperina.
Germany, everyone in
Guten
Japan,
Tag.
everyone who is listening to
Konnichiwa.
our show.
Genki desu ka? Irashaimase.
Dude's an encyclopedia. Awesome. Awesome. But yeah, we have topics. We don't just like randomly banter. Well, we do randomly
I mean, we
banter.
do randomly banter. That is
But
a
there
lot
are
of what we
topics
do.
sometimes. But today there are topics.
Sometimes I feel we talk about some subjects. Anyways,
Wait. Shout out to you and your Big Bang Theory shirt, Bazinga.
indeed.
I just noticed that. I did not notice that before, but I do like the except for how Howard I was not feeling. He was real on the cringe, tip. It was really weird. Like the rest of them were fine. I don't understand how they were friends with Howard. He was terrible. He was a terrible human being.
Every group's got a Howard though.
That's got
Everyone.
I've been the Howard. But anyway, but yeah, topics. Trip down memory lane event. Awesome.
Yeah. We're going to
Thoughts on the main
compare
facts.
where we are in that.
Gallon and Goofus comes to mind. But anyway, how our lists are coming. Should you 6-star when you are lacking rune quality? That's from a discussion Young Gun and Lightstar had. Do you
Pretty
farm
sure it
runes
was Young
based
Gun.
on
Let me go
single unit?
look. I'm gonna make sure. I don't want to be a
Okay,
liar. You know.
I hear you.
You
Do you
keep
farm
talking.
runes based on single units and keep farming until you get what you want or need, or do you farm multiple rune locations to help overall with your account? Very good topics, good questions. Um, I'll be completely transparent. I've been Genshining it up. I haven't been SWing a whole lot. Um, and
Shame on
I
you.
have a topic about yes, shame on me because we are all about Summoners War. But my Genshin account needed work, man. It was like me on a Sunday. Ooh, just anyway. Um, and I would just notice a bunch of
Yes,
Genshin
it's Young Gun.
followers.
We had
Oh, it
such
was
a
younger.
long discussion that it
Hmm,
took me a while to
good.
scroll back, but yeah, it
Well,
was Young Gun.
excellent. But I was just wanted to talk about some of the influencers for Genshin Impact leaving. Um, let's see. Also, let's see. Yeah, rune packs, the cost per value, um, and a nice little part of my Sky Island that I like to call Griffin Corner or Gryffindor, if you will. But
Hmm.
anyway,
All
those
I
are
can
our
see is that
topics.
the world beast has been the world boss has been defeated. So you gotta click on something if you want to show Griffin Corner.
Yes, I do. So, just as a joke, you know, just as for giggles, I have a little section. Whenever I summon a Griffin, I throw him in Griffin Corner, which is right next to my summoning circle. However,
Hmm.
actually, let me. But I just put a bunch of Griffins there, so it's been famously nicknamed Gryffindor. Do you do anything weird with your account, Lightstar? Do you stack up all of your of whatever monster you have in one place and just jollily laugh when they bump into each other or they meld colors into like I saw a purple griffin one time because the blue and red one had like kind of merged together. It was weird. It was such a good. Of course, the dark one's
Mm-hmm.
purple, but do you do
Um,
anything with your account by way of like? I mean, because your account's pretty organized and neat. Mine looks like a painter's rag with things that are all over the place. But do you do anything
the short
unusual with your
answer,
account?
no, no, I do not. I do. I've been
You
getting
do
into
some
the
artwork.
pixel art.
Ah,
That's about it.
there you
So
go.
I'm trying to think what I want to do next, but I have not come up with anything. So if anybody's out there and wants to give me an idea and such, I will probably rearrange my island sometime in the near future. So feel free to reach out on the Discord if you bye AJ. I miss you already.
Back already.
Oh, I was very sad there for a minute. Um so you know what? Let us go down the like, start with the Genshin. Yeah, no, I don't do anything that weird, just the pixel art, so I don't really
Okay.
because I probably have way too many. Like, I could probably, if I took every single one of them out,
Right.
I could probably fill my entire Sky Island with nothing but Epicon priests. I mean, I think it might be funny if I were to do that someday, but I have never done
Just
it.
a whole gaggle of
Well, here,
Epicon priests
well,
in their little
let's go
hats.
look at it before I do some RTA. But um, so just in the possessed amount alone, I have 74 Epicon priest summons just for the one attribute alone, waiting
What?
in my well, let me see if I have any other Epicon priest summons in
What?
there. I don't
What?
see any yet. Nothing yet. Nothing yet.
That is a lot of one thing.
So okay, so there it looks like 74, and then in my actual storage, um, I have, let's see, one, and these are five, so 5, 10, 15, 16, 17. So I have 17 more in my normal storage, and then over in my summoning, I'm pretty sure I have probably some Epicon Priest stored for a rainy day summon.
Are you just trying to make a ridiculously strong Chloe, or does RNG just throw Epicon beats at you?
I just always tend to have a ton of Epicon Priests in my Sky Island at
That
any time.
is a
Um,
lot
I mean, I've used a ton
in
of them
one
over the years for things, but I never seem to run out. Never ever. Always have the old Epicon priests. Okay, yeah. So see, I could almost like what? I would need
if
a
you were to
hundred
summon
and
all
twenty.
those,
So if I were to
you could
so
put a
if I
little
were to combine
section.
everything, I need about 20 more Epicon priests. I could probably replace every single monster on my Sky Island with just Epicon priests. Like I could put them in all of my decorative things. I could put them in one like section of my island, and I could have just Epicon
I want you to
priests.
do like half of your, just half, like,
I don't
or
know.
just one of the little, nuggets of your Sky Island. Just fill it with just that
No,
one
it's
nugget,
it's
just that
it's
one.
all it's all or nothing. So once I summon
All
about
or nothing.
25 more, we'll revisit this,
Um, that's hysterical.
and I won't use them for anything else until
Oh
that
man,
time.
you gotta feed some of them. That is, I mean, you gotta use some of them as food. That's just way too many of one thing. Okay, well, let's get into our Discord people first because they always have, super questions and things that make you go, hmm.
I have 86 in my one inventory alone. So yeah, I'm very
What's
close.
going on?
I'm sorry. What did you want to talk about the Discord? I thought you were
What
going
is
to
what
talk
is?
about your Genshin Impact thing
Oh, my Genshin. Okay, well that's absolutely fine. Um, Lightstar and I play Genshin Impact in addition
that
to
we do.
Summoner's War, and it is a kind of a hybrid of a gotcha and Fable. If anyone has played Fable or Fable 2 or 3 on the Xbox,
You got
it
fabled.
will it will definitely, I mean, besides the whole morality thing, it is a very, very, very similar experience to Fable, to like a Breath of the Wild with Zelda, you know. But I'm going through like, oh wait, I started playing on mobile. Now I'm on PC and I'm having a blast. I'm just having a whole bunch of fun. And if you Google any of the influencers for Genshin Impact, like a whole bunch of them are leaving, and there's nothing to do. There's nothing to make content about. Um, Lifestar, you are way past me in adventure rank or level. Is that an issue? Is there
So,
less to do? Because I'm at what 35. I have a ton more stuff to do and have fun with. But is that a thing?
so here's the thing. For me, I have not found that level yet because
Okay.
I have not even been able to get enough prototypes to max out my prototype rancor. So that's like one of my favorite claymores, and I can't even
Gotcha.
get that maxed out. And that's by doing the weekly bosses and praying that you get something.
Right.
The gear that most of my people have is mostly purple artifacts, some gold artifacts, but I mean, I could spend weeks just farming
Got you.
like one dungeon to try and get, better artifacts and things like that. And I mean, that's what end game grinding is all about. But yet, I feel like Genshin, unlike a lot of things, takes what players say to heart. They send out you know, surveys quite often, and I feel like they
Facts.
actually listen to them because I, for one, have eviscerated some of their events, like with all my vehemence I could put into it. And
You hear
I,
eviscerated with vehemence,
and, you know, it's just,
but you've seen changes. You know that they
right.
you
But I mean, because I haven't seen events like that. Like, you know, it's kind of like, you know, the stupid thing is like, you know, how I've said about these events like the 100 gift one, where
right.
it's not enough that you do what you need to. Once you get the 500 points a day, you have to go and tell them you actually want the things you worked so hard for.
Want the things? Give me the
I
things.
I hate that. There
I
was,
got you.
and I don't remember what the event was, but it was something after the Magicus one, like the one where basically you're playing tower defense. Like whatever the event was right after that, I remember being so frustrated by the event that I probably didn't even get one or two of the event shop gifts.
Got you.
Because it was I think I remember it was something like you had a random chance of getting like these different like obstacle course things. But like
Right.
to actually get points, you had to be playing specific obstacle course things. So, and you had no control over that.
You have no
So
control over it. It was
you just
all
had to
random.
keep playing it hundreds of times. And then it was like you got to the end and like they would have like not one but two of these like bosses that either one of them on their own would have been hard enough, but like both of them makes it pretty ridiculous. And like I remember it'd be like I'd waste like 20, 30 minutes going through this whole thing and then I
Correct.
wouldn't be able to finish the end because like oh if you beat one of them and the other was there it constantly dropped like icicles on you and slowed you
Mm,
down and reduced your like your special abilities. So it was an incredibly frustrating thing that just felt like, you know, at my level, it shouldn't have been impossible for me to play it by myself. And like and they were
got
pushing very hard like, "Oh, you should play with friends. You should play with friends." But like for
But
me, I
that's a
was
raid.
like,
You
you
know,
know, I'm
they
like
say it's a raid.
I like playing by myself like and
Right.
to make an event completely unaccessible because I
Yeah,
choose to
that's
play solo most of the time, was just very frustrating to me. But I haven't seen an event
there
like
is
that
content.
since. So
Right. Ever since you gave the feedback. So they are listening, and I think there is content. You just gotta be kind of creative in the way that you are, if you're a content creator and yeah, okay, there's not any new, we'll talk about the lore. There's all types of, lore or, story or, I mean, have you leveled up every single character, I mean, there just seems to be a lot to do.
right,
Um,
and I mean,
you
and
know, it's
pursuant to
just
that, to the have you leveled up the character? Like, yes, if somebody is truly a whale of all whales in content creation, they they could probably end up maxing every character's constellation, having every character. Because they're
yeah,
spending money,
why
they
not?
probably can level up every character to max level, and they probably farm all the artifacts that they need for them. So, do I believe that there is a distinct possibility that they, that could be the case with, wow, that violent proc was literally the difference between me losing and winning just now. I honestly thought I was going to lose, and that violent proc was the only thing that saved me.
That close, that close.
But, I just think that, again, like you say, like the backstory, the lore, things of that nature are what I think are sometimes interesting. It's like how, you
Absolutely,
know,
absolutely,
I don't know. But,
total agreement.
I could see where if like the gotcha element is nothing to the game, like that there's no chance, there's no anticipation that yeah you could probably grow bored if and I mean again and if you're doing it just for the sake of content creation, then, yeah, I get that. Well, nobody's really going to want to watch, like, you leveling up a character that they've seen leveled up 100 times before. But, um, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, isn't that content creation? You gotta, find your niche and, just stick with
Yeah,
it and
you
do what makes you happy. Like, I mean, honestly, like, we've said
gotta
this
use what
before.
you
Like,
have.
Aztec and I would do this because we like talking to one another. We like playing this game. Like, so for
Yep.
us, like, the added benefit is that, we're playing a game we both enjoy, but the other half of it is just the fact that, we. This is going to end badly. Oh well.
You never
We
know.
had a we had a good run. Well, Leo, so we're in with a chance maybe. Probably not though. He's
Let's
still
see.
got a speed lead behind it. But
Uh,
yeah, I don't get always, the content creators that jump ship because, oh yeah, this solution's going to
yeah.
just wipe me out. I'm just going to cry now. I felt it. I felt it in my jellies that was going to happen. Um,
It's okay. Mm,
but
but I don't know.
it's just, yeah,
It's
I just think sometimes that, because they're all trying to make unique content, and
yeah.
that really is the thing. Like when you're an influencer, that's your only currency is, making fresh new content all the time. And it's nice and all. Like that's a great idea, but like that's why, I feel like, when I stream at nights with my friends, like, it's just us chit chatting. Like, there's no real agenda. Like,
Yeah.
people like it,
Not at
people
all.
don't. Like, I'll chat with anybody who shows up. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I enjoy that interaction, and like I'm not that concerned one way or the other if people love it, hate it, like whatever. Like because I'm enjoying playing the game I'm playing, so you know. I don't know. Like it's really a fine line, isn't it? Like,
Definitely.
do you do things solely for the sake of content creation or do you do, or do you do other things for, you know, for your own enjoyment? So, yeah, it's just
Well, I'm
right,
definitely
Psych Agent?
enjoying
Thank you.
what's going on, but I am definitely enjoying myself. I didn't know how much different it is while playing with a controller as opposed to playing mobile. Like it's night and day. I'm able to actually dodge things and do parries with Bedeau. Anyway,
And
anyway,
use a bow.
use a no Bedeau.
I know,
Her
but
thing.
a bow because you
Yeah,
always
properly,
complained about using the bow on mobile.
not as fun. Now all of my and the same button scheme as Fable. Like they took a lot of Fable. I mean, elements, the teleportation system. You know, there's a lot of Fable in Genshin, which is good because Fable's definitely one of my top 5 all-time favorite games. But anyway,
Indeed. Love
back
that
to
game.
another one of my top 5 favorite games, Summoner's War. Or you wouldn't know it by looking at this guy's account. But anyway, man, trust me, my Genshin account needed some love. My Summoner's War account has enough love, but even so, it needs more. Can always use some more. Um, Lightstar gave me some great tips on um, Giants. My Giants team was just a muck, just a mess, just bamboozled, run amok, just bad, not good. And he gave me some tips on using, Tatsu, Melia, Saf, and good old chunky Lushin, nice fat Lushin. Get my Lushin fatter, and then I should be able to do B11, B12, and such like that.
Yeah.
So
So Psych Agent said that I say the words, Which I do. I say that very, very often in my life. But he said that he totally agrees that you're enjoying the game, just turn on the stream because you'll be playing anyways, and that they rarely stream because they're already playing and suddenly feel like turning on OBS after they're already doing it. So I get that. Yeah, I understand. And we can but have fun in this world because that's the most important thing, and that's why I've
Absolutely.
enjoyed so many of the people I have met, even from our small community here that listen to the podcast and all. So I don't think I've met one person that I didn't enjoy and didn't get along with pretty
Like
well. So
immediately. That's like immediate rapport with like all these different people. That's what I
mhm.
find so interesting about it. It's like, okay, well, we both like this thing. Let's talk about it. And it's like an immediate rapport. The same level of comfortability that I have talking to you, Lightstar, is the same that I have for anyone that drops in the stream or in the Discord or what have you.
The Discordians.
The Discordians.
All right.
Any-
So yeah, go down
but
the event, and then I will check in on mine afterwards.
was having I was having fun watching you RTA. Okay, I'll go.
Psychogen says, people's advice for teams actually annoys me most of the time. Made an Elton Guild and I'm in, kept saying dot team wasn't going to work early game. However, I showed them 11 days played and got a sub 1 minute run using white runes. Yeah, that is the thing. I was
Crazy
very
person.
surprised by the dot team and just how vicious it could be. Let's get rid of that. And let's do one of those. Yeah, the dot team is life itself for giants in my world. And also, it's a pretty
Add to
decent
the
team
list.
for Toa, normal, and heroic. Like, I've used a dot team to get through several floors of that. So, let the people know, Aztec, how far are you?
Two is the loneliest. No, no,
Oh,
it's
you had
one
a
is lonely.
3. You had like a 3 you could have
I
collected, see?
did. I did three. Let's do three. Let's do three. So I want to talk about these photos if they ever come
I,
up.
I like the photos.
The
But you
photos
don't,
are cool. I don't have photos. I don't know why, but
because you're not down
we'll
far
just.
enough yet. You have to do
Uh,
more.
I
You
have to
must
do
do
more.
more.
But anyway, I want to see. Well, after you RT, I definitely want to see because I want to talk about some of those events and photos that happened, during the 7 years. Because we started playing, what, 3, 4 years ago, I guess you could say,
Just over 3.
over three. Yeah.
I think you
But
were 4 months longer than I was, because you were the one that got
yeah,
me
not
into the
much.
game.
Yeah, not it. Yeah, I think 4 months
And
or
then,
so
much like
would
Darth
be.
Vader, the apprentice became the master. Just kidding.
Wow.
Just kidding. Just kidding. JK.
I hear you
LOL.
now. It's just
JK.
funny.
Okay, four
Very
on
funny.
one against this water pony. What do we think's going to happen?
I'm going pony, pony, pony.
I'm not even thinking you're wrong. Like, I've been murdered by pony teams sometimes. They get like 20 violent procs. It's ridiculous. Ah,
And
there we
then
go.
they switch, and then get proc more.
And then they
Good
violent
job.
proc more, yeah. All right. So let's see.
So events,
Event.
eventus.
Do you want me to
So
go
I
slow
saw it.
so that you can enjoy my progress here?
Yeah, why not?
Let me collect
Let's
these
pick it
because we all
slow.
know how I feel about collecting all the ridiculousness
We
here.
know, which is, but it's valid
All right.
because why wouldn't they just give them to you?
Hey, look,
So I
the
remember
Korea
that
server
wallpaper.
opened. Chat system was added. Viking, Bearman, Grim Reaper, Joker. Look, it's the dragon, Dragon Slayer.
Hmm.
Rakshasa, Amazon, Oracles, and Imps were added. Fusion Center. Global Japan and China servers were opened.
Hmm.
Water Phoenix, Wind Ninetail Fox, Fire Joker, Water Ninja Monster fusions were added.
You
Pixie,
always
Mystic
assume those
Witch,
were
Bounty
in the
Hunter,
part of the game.
Phantom
Hmm.
Thief, Occult Girl, Lich,
They were the
Death
new
Knight,
monsters.
Dragon Knight, Living Armor were added. Toa
Hmm.
was added. Monkey King, Samurai, Kung Fu Girl, Beast Monk, Drunken Master were added. More monster fusions, the Wind Valkyrie, Fire Sylph, Water Undine. Mischievous Bat, Lizardman, Minotaurus, Battle Scorpion were added.
The
Man,
Battle Scorpion.
could you imagine that, like, in, October, you're like, oh my god, I gotta get this new monster, the Battle Scorpion. Like, I bet that thing owned people back in 2014, though. Like, that was probably like,
Way back.
just he was like,
That
if
was
you
the
saw a Battle Scorpion, you're like, F
derp
this shit,
out.
I'm out.
Derp
I don't
out.
know, thanks. New scenario,
So
Aiden Forest, Farron Castle, Mount Rainier, and Sharuka remains. They added new runes, the Will, Shield, Revenge, and Nemesis runes.
I think this
Then
is around the time that we started playing.
we'll go look at your profile, and then you can say how many days and calculate it real quick.
Hmm. Let's
Um,
do that.
New monsters, the Imp Champion, Brownie Magician, Kobold Bomber, Hell Lady were added. Then Beast Hunter, Sky Dancer, Taoist, and Pioneers were added. The Asia server opened. The Fairy Queen was added. Exclusive summoning and summoning stones were added. Guild battles were added. Let's see.
Yep, March 2017. But that is
March of
that was
2017. So see, we're 2 years away from where we were. So Battle Mammoth, Penguin Knight, Barbaric King, Polar Queen, Cowgirl, and Ifrit were added. New monster
2015.
fusions.
Wow.
Dark Ifrit, Fire Succubus, Wind Vampire. Lilith was added at Atoa the Boss. Charger Shark, Pirate Captain, Mermaid Sea Emperor were added. They added the Dimensional Rift, 1 year
Yeah.
anniversary. Magic Knights were added and Guild Battle League integrated. Europe server opened. Neostone Agent Assassins,
Oh
Neostone
wow.
Fighters, and Martial Artists were added. Necro Destroy
And that's
Runes
just
were
to
added.
piggyback of what you said. You were like, "Oh wow, look at these new Neilstone." Like, I can't even, I can't even think think of them in that term because this is what 2 years afterward. Oh, this is awesome. But
Um,
this,
Frankenstein's Jack-o'-lanterns were added. Elven Rangers were added. They added the World Boss. Rune enhancement feature added. Like that. Like when you got runes, was it just that? Like,
you got them. That's it. So you couldn't use this is well. So
oh,
this is not
so
grindstone.
to
This is
help
just
you,
enhancing.
yeah, like just to even level them up. Psychogen said the ×2 will on tattoo is only important if you have illusion. The ×2 wills so tattoo doesn't get frozen before using S3. If it's on cooldown without Lucian blowing up dots, probably won't kill them anyway. For some reason, most people don't seem to learn the real reason why certain stance and runes are used. Yeah, that is definitely
Gotcha.
true. I feel like a lot of the time, chat especially is very toxic sometimes about this, where if somebody asks advice,
Like
like people
freaking
just
serious
rip
toxic.
them down. And I feel like a lot of the time it's just somebody sees a team that's supposed to work and they try and copy it exactly. And they don't really try to learn the why behind it. So if I'm researching a team, I always like to try and understand the mechanics of it. So when it comes to like the tattoo team, it's understanding the speed tuning for why things are occurring, and like, okay, well, you need these runes if you have this character, if you're using this, or if you don't have
Right.
that. So yeah, like that's actually really good advice. Like, thank you for that. That's awesome. Back to the reading because we have only about 100 more of these to go. um,
Well, let's
Transmog
fast forward to
system
when
was
we started.
added. Rift Raid. They added the Fairy Keen and Harg. Panda Warriors were added. Monster Fusions for the Fire Panda Warrior, Water Horse, Wind Kung Fu Girl. Second anniversary was there. Real Time Arcade entered a beta service. Oh, Psychogen, never ever apologize. You are perfect. Don't even sweat it. You know what? I figure we're going to skip our weekly me beating up on Aztec this week so we can get through a lot of this list. So that way when we
Yeah, this is
finish, we
actually
can
kind of
finish
interesting.
the other list and all. And then we'll do some summoning. Why not? They added the
Why not?
Rift Dungeon. They added an attack type homunculus. Craft building was added. New runes, fight, determination, enhance, accuracy, and tolerance runes were added. Dice Magician, Heart Magician were added, and here we are at 5,000 where I am. And the Unicorn was added, but we're in 2017, so we're actually very close to where you and I were. And that's at the halfway point, so good stuff. Good stuff indeed.
Excellent. So,
Farm some of
I
that.
mean, this kind of piggybacks into what we were talking about Genshin.
Mm-hmm.
You know, games have a track. Yeah, Summoner's War has been around for and look how many changes. Look how many, and I'm sure this is, some of this is feedback, and some of this is, ideas from the developers. But to kind of, jump ship on a game that's less than a year old with all the potential and like a 5-year arc that you know, they talked about, when the game was in development.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at how many changes, even in less than a year, that Summoner's War did.
Right.
I just kind of wanted to link that back to what we were
Yeah,
talking about
I
before.
like it. Psychogen says that his alt that's on day 25 got Zyros from a TOA 100 clear. And it's the ninth Nat 5 in
Awesome.
that account. Going to be the main soon if the luck doesn't change. You know what?
Main it now.
That is
What are the other Nat
precisely
fives?
why I don't play any alts yet.
I'll have the alts.
Because
No
the
alts.
day I get an Archangel in that account, I will have to abandon my main
No,
account. Like it'd be over. That
no
is
alts for Aztec.
my most desired monster, so if I got it somewhere else, I honestly wouldn't be able to keep going.
I can hardly keep up with this account. I can't do an alt. That would
Um,
kill me if I
so
get an L.
Psychogen,
I have no LGs. Yeah. What? I'm
uh,
curious to know what the other ones are.
well, he says he played Genshin on release, and because of that, he was chest farming for levels from AR-35, and that killed the game for him.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I
Just
started
chest farming.
around. I started whenever it came to
Oh.
PlayStation,
Hmm.
and I don't know. I've never had too much of a break in having content to do, but I love Zyros. Mine is poopy ruined, so please don't be too judgmental, but it is I love my Zyros. He's part of my Toa team that I use most often. But yeah, Psychogen, if it's not too hard, what are your other Nat 5s you got on that account? Ophelia, Belenis, Shogun, Masha, Kumar, Zyros, Varad, Nana, and Charlotte.
What's
Dang.
on your main account?
I
That's
guess
pretty
not
good for an
that.
alt. Pretty good for an alt. Jeez, you were
Man,
rolling sevens.
I wish I had a Varad. That's another monster I really want. Someday. Someday my
That
prince will come.
that's
Um
pretty cool.
so just real quick, something I actually wanted to talk about, and I'm upset at myself that I'm now in the middle of this.
What's up?
So rune packs. So like just for my thought process, okay? They have like two different rune pack things going on right now, and one
Uh-oh.
of them is the for and again I know this is a lot. Okay, so this one, $5, you can get a legend room that you pick. That's pretty decent. For $5, and you basically get a rune of your choice. Like, although I think that one doesn't let you pick the slot, right? So that one
No,
to
you can't
me
pick the slot, so
is
it's
is
not like the
like
event.
I know I'm going to pay $5, and then I'm going to get the flat 246 rune, and it won't be speed, right? But this one that Aztec has up right now, this one is actually somewhat interesting to me. And all I'm saying is, if you need runes, like if you need a slot rune and you need a max roll on the main stat,
Yeah,
this is where it's at. You can pick all of those attributes. So like you're getting exactly the rune you want. And the worst case scenario is you have to, do reappraisals on it afterwards, right? But to
yeah,
me, that
that's the
is
worst.
like one, like I don't even care about the 5 runes that I know are going to be crappy runes that you get with it.
Right.
Don't even care. But like it was just interesting to me because like I don't know if anybody else has this problem, but in my account I find a lot of the time that I have a it's certain slots that I always seem to be kind of I shouldn't have autoed this. It's certain rune slots that I always seem to be lacking, like slot 6 for attack runes. I tend to be
Okay.
a little bit shy on slot 4 for crit damage runes. So, I mean, these to me, like, they seemed very interesting because you could just pick your slot 4 crit damage runes. And, like, if you needed, like, 5, will runes for slot 4 that were all crit damage,
Right.
like, you could literally upgrade the quality of your runes for a hefty penny, but I mean it's a pretty nice thing that you can literally make the main stat be perfect for whatever
Right.
slot you
It's
want
almost
and
like
need.
the event. It's like in a rerun of the event, sort of the blacksmith event that we
Wow.
we just got
Um
it. Uh,
Psychogen just typed his he's got all 3 main elements of archangels, all 3 monks, Perna, Okinos, Ophelia, Fire Rio, Zyros, Vanessa, Rika, from 7 year, only Nat 5 from it, but also Most Wanted 5, Anavel, Chow, Josephine, Bastet, Windslayer, Triton, Etna, Ritesh, and CR. Man, your main has got some sizable content to it, so I would not abandon it. But yeah, I mean, your also
there's
sounds
nothing to
great.
say.
I got nothing. That's a
It
great great listing of people.
That is a squad, as we like to say. That is a squad of.
Like
Oh,
the
wow.
like the
Anyway,
birds, squab. Yeah, squab.
that's a very good bird impression. I have to pat myself on the back. I
Don't
really
hurt
took that
yourself.
character of the bird. Oh, I will. Anyway, but that kind of goes
Yeah,
into our other topic: is do you farm? What's up?
it's fine. Go on. I'll just type it.
Oh, some of the clock. Oh, but yeah, I mean, do you but yeah, that the topic that you and Hyungun were talking about. Do you um wait until you have the runes, or do you just or wait? There were two different questions because I think I'm matching them together. Do you wait to 6 star before you get runes, or what do you do in that
Um,
regard? Do you
First,
get the
let me
runes first?
respond to Psych Engine. He said he quit
Sure.
5 years ago because he pulled 3 Sigmaris before getting Perna or Tishar. And he got them when he came back. Perna only. Super tilted when Summoner's War was utter trash back then. So yeah, I could see why you had hit your limit of RNGesus being mean to you. So yeah, I'm glad your luck improved when you came back though, for sure. For
Absolutely.
me, so what I've done is I'm identifying where I'm lacking runes and I'm trying to actively get those runes to. So like right now, my second Melia is not that fast.
Right.
There
For your giant
is
team.
I need faster for my Melia, so my second Melia. So I'm farming for Swift runes so that I can, I can get that all situated so there's no hope of it failing at all, and then I will be a little bit more, I'll do some other dungeons, but for the most part I'm trying to be purpose built in how I'm running things. So I
Excellent.
want to try to get
Purpose
the
built.
runes to be the 6-star legendary runes that I need. Then I will go and I will run R5 to get the grindstones that I need.
Now, what do you think I should put in
GZ
order of
Psychogen.
what do you think I should put in order of priority? Trickaroo or this GB10 team with Melia, Saf.
Well, I
Um,
mean, it really depends because if you can farm determination runes already so that you can get what you need from there, like, because you either need determination shield. I mean, yes, Psychogen said it. Giants is easier. It's an easy team to build. Like, I mean, again, he
yeah,
did it with white runes, so it's much easier to get into, and then you can start building other teams once you have the Giants team sorted.
excellent. Very cool.
Psychogen, if you get a chance, if you're in our Discord, if you're not, join our Discord. But then send it to Aztec if you get a chance. Just what a basis is for what he's looking for, so that he can do that. Because yeah, I saw his attempt at B11 today in Giants, and it pained me a little, just a little.
Right in there.
Ouchies. So
Ow.
I will open at least one legendary scroll. And you know what? I'll do all of my attribute scrolls. That's what I will do.
Let's do it.
Thanks, Psychogen. All right. I'll wait for you to
Yes.
count it down. You have like what, one scroll you said? Two,
I
maybe?
have 1, 7, 12
Oh, good.
tops.
Look at you
I'm
go.
I'm gonna do all of my attribute scrolls.
Ah. Hey, look at Psychogen joined the Discord. Look at him
Just
go.
like that.
It's like magic.
3, 2, 1, and summon.
I'm getting an Archangel for sure. That's my
Yes, you
that's
are.
my call. Gonna get that.
Yes,
I'm gonna
you
get a
are.
Chung Punk. Okay, I got lightning. Just saying.
See,
Okay. Nice nice skill up there for if I ever build another one of those things. Fire. Get a second Zyros. I'd keep it. Now I'm saving my luck for the Varad. That's where we're at.
I got an Epicon priest.
my
And
luck
if
my
you're
luck cup runneth over to you, my friend.
if you're if you're just joining up, there was a whole Epicon priest bit
Ooh. Ooh.
beforehand,
Ooh. Ooh.
so
Okay.
that's
A
why it was
lich.
funny.
Water lich. Water lich. No, I don't want that. Get out of here. Is want to summon. Clear this out real quick. One more water scroll, and then I'll open one of my legendaries. Alright. Now wait till you're near your ending.
Oh, I'm ending more.
Alright. Oh, that's awesome. So Psychogen's going to make a picture with the GB12 monster stats just to explain why certain stats are wanted, so
And you did mention will runes on Tatsu, yes?
yeah, he let me scroll back here. So it's important if you have Lucian so that Tattoo doesn't get frozen before using the S3 if it's on
Yeah,
cooldown. Yep. So yeah, it sounds like it's it's survivability for your team. Wonder
got
what
it.
my tattoo has. Let's find out. Ah,
What
look,
is what's
mine has double will, so apparently I prescribe to this lifestyle choice.
mm,
Double
and you
double will shield. There we go.
double will shield.
Oh, and
So now I know
in
how
the
it works.
crazy obnoxious projects, I'm going to build four more crows, and my Roke army is coming along nicely.
Trick a crow. What? Heard here first. Monster Ranger's Guide to Summoner's War. Light Stars building Trick a Crow.
No, I'm
Trick
building
Crow.
five, so it'd be a quint
Quad.
crow.
Think Quince Crow. Quince Crow.
I don't know why. I just figured it was something to do.
Why? Why?
So
I
see,
see
like it.
you got
If you
trickery on the
see,
brain.
I
Quince Crow.
have my five Rokes all second awakened.
Quince Roke?
Quint Roke. I'm gonna make two more Ikaru, and then I'm gonna make four more crows, just because. Just because I can.
You have trickery on the brain. Making all those 2As have snapped your psyche.
Hmm, probable.
Well, I'm going to be on that road, that trickery road, very, very soon. I'm guessing I'm
Oh,
going to
it's a
knock
great
out.
team.
It is. I mean, it's usable in so many places, but I'm definitely going to knock because I'm very sure I have two Melia's wind dryads. So let's see, wind. Yeah, I got a 2A Saf. That's what I have to do. I almost said I have to 2A my dryads, but they don't have a 2A. Duh. Anyway, but I do have to 2A my Saf, so I'll get right on that. Make a halfway decent Giants team because I think that's always held me back. It's just my Giants team. No matter how many teams I've put together, I just didn't have a solid Giants team. So I never had. I had a lack of like good Swift runes and such like that. I have decent
Mm-hmm.
Swift runes from like events and such, but that's it. I mean, man cannot eat on events alone.
No, not well,
Who
anyways.
are you shouting out, Lightstar? Anyone
I want
in
to shout out
particular?
Psychogen for coming, hanging
Absolutely.
out. Thank you. We appreciate it. Had a lot of fun today getting to chat with you. Of course, everybody over in our Discord, we love you all. Have great conversations about, this game and lots of other
Big
nerdy
hugs.
stuff. So always
It's
appreciate
like
that.
having my own AV club that I don't have to go to school for anymore. I get to see
Hmm.
all of my geeks. Like, oh,
You
great.
know, and here's something. I was thinking like we should get into the habit of maybe trying to figure out what time works for everybody, and maybe we could actually
Yeah,
have a hangout time in just one of the Discord chats like this where we
I
just
love it.
all chatter with one another. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
I love it. Can we invite like Nelly the God or JD the
We could
Gamer or
have
what? Oh,
everybody just
that.
come and hang out with no agenda.
Oh, and bring your toys. Bring your toys. Bring your toys.
Hold on. I have this little robot that my wife and I made at Epcot years ago.
Mm, excellent. So yeah, hang out. Bring your toys. Talk some. I'm gonna shout out. Since Father's Day is coming up, I'm gonna shout out my dad. He sent me a late birthday present. He among other things, he was a respiratory therapist, but he also on the side is an engraver. So he engraved my name and my zodiac sign on a beer mug because he knows I like beer and sent
You
that to me.
do?
Newsflash, jazz hands. Anyway, so shouting out my dad for and all the dads out here for Father's Day because I probably won't be broadcasting on that day, but Shout out to all the dads. We even had some new dads in our Discord. So
Yeah.
you know,
Happy Father's Day, all.
happy Father's Day to all you folks. But that about wraps up for this particular episode of A Monster Rancher's Guide to Summoner's War. New episodes on Saturday. Still got to
Indeed.
post that bonus episode.
Don't you?
Too. We do. New episodes every
See?
Saturday. Reach out to us on our Discord, A Monster Rancher's Guide to the Universe. We also have an Instagram, MRGTSW on Instagram, MRGTSW on YouTube, MRGTSW on Reddit, MRGTSW on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all. Ant Rancher's Guide on the Twitter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
At Rancher's Guide on Twitter. That's all we have for this week. Hang out with us next week.
Same rancher time, same rancher channel.
Live long and prosper, everyone.
Peace and long life.
Live long and